Jack Ruby, who I also had met in the motel where we stayed in Dallas. I was a party girl with close ties to New York Mafia, among whom I had several lovers, and there was also someone significant in the police force. I married and had a son, Mark, known as BG, with a man who spied on diplomats from the Soviet bloc for the FBI, a mission I took on. Prior to the testimony before Congress, when Sturgis spoke publicly about my role to the press, my world began to fall apart. I have been a woman in a man's world. I have lied to protect myself and my children, and I have told the truth when it suited me. Now I want to leave things clear. Perhaps make a certain person who works in the shadows for the U.S. government realize that it isn't worth letting other people make your decisions for you. I have lived for the last few years on benefits, without a pension, in a ground-floor apartment in Queens with my dog Buffy, a cat, a tortoise, and an enormous goldfish that every now and then launches itself in a suicide mission against the glass of the fish tank. I've never considered taking my own life, although at times I have wanted to die. But dying is easy. The challenge is to live. Sometimes I regret the time lost on missions that had nothing to do with me, and faith placed in the wrong men. But I'm proud of having survived war, sexual assault, several attempts to kill me, harassment by the government, and a plethora of robberies, misfortunes, and betrayals, including by those of my own blood. Mine is a story of light and shadow. Some people might think it incredible, but truth can be stranger than fiction. My story is built from memories and documentation, which sometimes portray the seamier side of the official story, one that is not always itself credible. Chapter 1. Don't speak, don't think, don't breathe. I was always destined to be alone. I don't know why. I should have come into the world with my twin sister, who was to be called Ilona, but when my mother arrived at St. Joseph's Hospital in the German city of Bremen, she was attacked by a German shepherd belonging to an SS official who abused her for continuing to see a Jewish gynecologist until she was full term. My unborn sister died during that attack, but I survived, and, although I was to be named Marita, they wanted to honor their dead baby and called me Ilona Marita Lorenz instead. It was August 18th, 1939, and only a matter of days before Germany would begin the invasion of Poland and light the match that started the Second World War. They practically threw Mama out of the hospital to make room for the anticipated wounded, and she couldn't count on the help of my father, who, at that point, wasn't in Germany anyway. He was at sea, as he was before and after and practically all his life. Mama was born Alice June Laughlin, and she was a woman whose life, even to this day, is shrouded in mystery, with secrets that can never be revealed. She was a true artist of interpretation, who I doubt anybody ever truly got to know. She had 2 birth certificates. According to one of them, she was born on 15 October 1902. The other had the same birth date, but gave the year as 1905. Obviously, one of the documents is false, but neither I nor my family have ever been able to find out which. When I asked my mother where she was born, she always gave me the same answer. The words of a woman who was always extremely cautious. It's not important. It's not important. The only thing we knew for certain is that my mother grew up in the United States, in Wilmington, Delaware. Her family were farmers, but she always felt different, even when she was just a child. And when she reached adolescence, her parents sent her to New York to a private school in Park Avenue. One of the best, as they said. She learned to dance and went into show business, acting in Broadway plays under the stage name of June Paget.